All right, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us. It's an honor to welcome you all today as we hear from a leader who has dedicated his career to strengthening and advancing Howard County. We're all a part of the community here. A lot of our businesses are based here, so this is important for us. Beyond his public service, he is a longtime resident, devoted husband, and proud father of 2 daughters who have grown up and graduated from Howard County Public Schools. It's my privilege to introduce our keynote, Dr. Calvin Ball, Howard County's executive. Dr. Ball has been a transformative leader, driving progress in economic development, public safety, education, and sustainability. Under his leadership, Howard County continues to thrive as a hub for innovation and opportunity, ensuring both residents and businesses have resources needed to succeed. Today, we'll share his insights on critical areas, including the evolving defense landscape, business and workforce development, infrastructure improvements, and how policies of the new presidential administration may shape both our local community and broader national security environment. He will also highlight challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for Howard County in 2025 and beyond. With that, thank you. Dr. Ball, please come up. Welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. I was told I have 2 hours, but I only take about an hour and a half. Thank you so much for inviting me today, and I want to especially thank Tracy and the entire Armed Forces Communications and Electronics Association, or AFCEA, Central Maryland chapter, for the work you do each and every day to keep us safe. Upon receiving the invitation to speak, I began reflecting on the legacy that my father and grandfather left behind. My dad, Calvin Ball Jr., was a Vietnam-era Air Force veteran. And my granddad, Calvin Ball Sr., served in the U.S. Army during World War II. It is through their guidance and example that I understand firsthand the impact our veterans have on our communities. My dad, my mentor, my best friend, taught me what it takes to serve and the power of service, and that service to our country is one of the greatest, most meaningful ways to give back. To honor those in our community who have served, we have recently launched our Howard County Veterans and Military Members Tribute webpage. Through this site, we are honoring our Howard County community members, past and present, who are veterans. Those who are serving in our U.S. Armed and Uniformed Services since World War I. The harrowing tales of these heroes will help us inspire the heroes of tomorrow. Additionally, this Veterans Day, we look forward to cutting the ribbon on Howard County's first Veterans Monument. This space will serve as a place where all can gather and pay tribute to those who have served our country. This monument will stand as a beacon of remembrance and respect, bridging past and future generations. In addition to being home to thousands of veterans and active military personnel and their families, Howard County is also home to thousands of dedicated federal employees, contractors, and small business owners who serve our nation with integrity, commitment, and frankly, a little gumption. These individuals work hard every day to keep essential services for the American people running and ensure everyone is and feels safe. It is they who sometimes feel threatened or who are now distraught and are filled with anxiety about the uncertainty of their professional future, including the potential of an impending government shutdown. As the level of government closest to the people, it is our duty as local government to directly assist, listen to, and serve our residents. It is our duty to tackle any threats that affect their everyday lives and the way of life with efficiency, empathy, support, and action. That is why when the crisis in our nation's capital began, my team and I began immediately brainstorming ways we could best support our impacted residents. Together with our partners, we have thus far held our first Federal Workers Town Hall on February 4th, which was attended by 400 individuals who shared their experiences and voiced their frustrations, anger, and anxiety. We hosted a second town hall this past Tuesday where Senators Van Hollen and Alsobrooks and Congresswoman Elfreth and I were joined by more than 3,000 people, either in person or virtually. We held our first Federal Workers Career Fair in February, where nearly 600 people came to learn more about the available employment opportunities in Howard County and across our region. We launched a plethora of business resources for our impacted residents who are considering turning toward entrepreneurial endeavors like many of you, and to help bolster our economy. And we expanded career services, bolstered child care and family support services, provided food and housing assistance, and mental health support. While we know many people are directly experiencing threats and changes, we are also witnessing impacts firsthand on our broader economy. From the price increase of groceries and consumer goods to the instability in people's Social Security and retirement, ongoing turmoil among the American people, and the impending tariffs that could further drive up the cost of everyday necessities are further straining family budgets. Let's be clear. Our federal employees, contractors, small businesses play a critical role in ensuring the smooth operation of vital government programs, including that you all get paid on time. When experienced employees are pushed out of their jobs or when agencies face mass resignations, it's not just workers who suffer, it's the American people too. These losses threaten government efficiency, disrupt essential services, and even can undermine our national security. These aren't just abstract concerns. They are the very programs that ensure financial stability for federal employees and retirees. Now, home to more than 335,000 residents who have an average household income of more than $168,000 a year, Howard County is located in Maryland's heart. Conveniently situated between the city of Baltimore and our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., our location affords us easy access to national decision makers, defense contractors, and federal agencies, including those responsible for cybersecurity policies and operations. Just a short drive from Fort Meade, the National Security Agency and U.S. Cyber Command, we are at the epicenter of our nation's cybersecurity efforts. Our proximity to Baltimore Washington International Thurgood Marshall Airport also affords us global connectivity for business travel and the ability to easily facilitate the transport of goods and technology on an international scale. In fact, I recently met with Garrison Commander Colonel Yolanda D. Gore to further strengthen Howard County's relationship with the U.S. Army Garrison and Fort Meade when it comes to firefighting, emergency medical services, all hazard emergency response, and expanding workforce development services for service members and their spouses. Our impending Memorandum of Understandings will build upon already established agreements between our Howard County Police Department and the U.S. Army Counterintelligence Command. Through innovation, expertise, and collaboration, Howard County also has a high-speed fiber optic internet infrastructure. This infrastructure is critical in meeting the heavy data demands of our region's cybersecurity firms, and I'm proud that our county has the most county-owned fiber in our state. We built this infrastructure because we know fast, reliable internet is essential for running advanced cybersecurity operations like data analysis, cloud computing, real-time threat detection, and incident response. At Howard County government, we employ a defense-in-depth strategy for our cybersecurity, and this model involves us using multiple layers, solutions, and strategies to complement and enhance each other, providing the best possible security for each mission. We do this by layering detection, prevention, response, and recovery teams and technologies, tailoring them to each of our unique mission areas. We also collaborate with local, regional, and national cybersecurity work groups such as MSISAC and the Maryland MSIAC. As county government, we have IT systems across various domains, including life safety, water treatment, election support, waste reclamation, recreation, and parks, and beyond. Each mission presents its own set of unique challenges and opportunities. Last year, we launched our groundbreaking vulnerability disclosure program known as VDP. The first of its kind in the state, VDP serves as a digital neighborhood watch, enabling external parties to report vulnerabilities securely. Through this effort, we can ensure continuity of operations by safeguarding digital systems, networks, and constituent data while maintaining the focus on delivering excellent digital services. To help secure our cybersecurity infrastructure from threats, domestic and foreign, we have also partnered closely with our local businesses that are driving advancements in cyber. Home to nearly 300 cyber companies, many of these companies work directly with our federal government to keep our country safe from cyber threats. In addition to the big players like NSA, our ecosystem grows and nurtures local talent, entrepreneurs, and innovators. From cutting-edge startups to industry giants, companies are creating technologies that detect and prevent cyber attacks in real time, like established companies Tenable and Leidos, and emerging enterprises, Teamworks, Intelligenesis, and Realm One. Together, these firms are leading the charge in tackling complex threats and ensuring organizations around our nation and world are better protected daily. Now, Howard County is home to TEDCO, the Maryland Technology Development Corporation, which enhances economic empowerment growth by fostering an inclusive entrepreneurial innovation ecosystem. As a national leader, TEDCO has a more than $2.7 billion economic impact in our region, and that's been since 1998. Supporting more than 1,000 startups and entrepreneurs annually, our Maryland Innovation Center provides resources such as incubation space, networking events, and access to advanced technologies. Startups at the center often develop cybersecurity solutions, benefiting from their proximity to major industry players and federal agencies. Additionally, Howard County is part of the greater Capital Region cybersecurity ecosystem. This ecosystem contributes billions to Maryland's economy and drives job growth and innovation across both our defense and commercial sectors. It's through partnership and collaboration that we have with NATO that we can ensure growth and prosperity. And while our digital age continues to grow, we must acknowledge that cybersecurity is not just about technology. It's about the people behind it. We rely on experts, analysts, and researchers to stay ahead of cyber criminals, and we rely on people and leaders just like you. While this area is home to one of the most skilled, rapidly growing cybersecurity workforces in the world, with nearly 160,000 workers employed in the sector, that's more than the combined numbers in New York City, Boston, Seattle, and San Francisco. However, we need more. In fact, there are currently more than 700,000 unfilled cybersecurity jobs in the United States and more than 30,000 openings right here in Maryland. Thankfully, our capital region is rising to meet this challenge. The availability of highly skilled workforce trained by local educational programs and cybersecurity discipline further strengthens our region and this vital sector. Our partnerships with esteemed academic institutions play a critical role in this effort. From Johns Hopkins University and its Applied Physics Laboratory to the University of Maryland and Howard Community College, our region has developed an impressive ecosystem of cybersecurity education and research platforms. These schools don't just teach theory. They partner with industry and government agencies to give students hands-on experience in real-world cyber scenarios. One demonstration of our collaboration between higher education industry and government is through our collective efforts to fund and launch the first cybersecurity apprenticeship in Howard County. Coached and mentored by industry experts, Howard Community College students are attaining cyber certifications while contributing to the industry, employer, and earning a competitive salary. Graduates from these programs aren't just securing jobs before graduation, they are becoming frontline defenders against some of the most significant threats we face today and tomorrow. Whether they're working with government agencies like the NSA or private companies protecting the healthcare, finance, and energy sectors, these local graduates are the future of cybersecurity. During threatening economic times like in today's world, our community colleges are offering an obtainable gateway to financial and personal growth, prosperity, and opportunity. These community institutions are and continue to be the backbone of our workforce, providing people with the chance to upskill and obtain new certificates, families with an affordable higher education option for their children, and preparing our students of all ages and abilities to build better, brighter futures. Our partners at HCC have long been leaders in preparing students for the jobs of tomorrow. With the recent groundbreaking of its new Workforce Development and Trade Center, the college is taking workforce education to the next level, especially in the cybersecurity and intelligence fields. When completed next year, this center will be a state-of-the-art facility designed to provide students with hands-on experience in careers that are both growing and critical to our community and economy. It will train students pursuing cybersecurity credentials in technical troubleshooting and prepare them to defend against cyber threats impacting everything from personal devices to national security. Additionally, at a time when enrollment is declining at many four-year institutions, more young people are seeking careers in skilled trades and vocational fields. A recent survey by DeWalt showed that 2/3 of students enrolled in skilled trades programs are committed to the field, but 52% are waitlisted for technical or vocational programs. Unfortunately, training programs cannot keep up with this generational demand. Our commitment to workforce development and apprenticeship programs not only addresses current challenge, but also anticipates future needs, ensuring that we can thrive through threats. In partnership with our Office of Workforce Development, we offer apprenticeship programs as a strategic tool to help businesses build their pipeline while also contributing to the growth and retention of employees. Just this year, we celebrated our first graduating class of the Howard County Facilities Apprenticeship Program. Now, licensed journey persons by the state of Maryland, these graduates represent the future of our workforce, equipped with invaluable real-life skills in HVAC and plumbing. We're also leading efforts to support our workforce and community by revitalizing our transportation infrastructure with investments in multimodal transportation and public transportation. By embracing our nationally recognized Complete Streets policy, we are addressing our current transportation needs while also promoting safety, accessibility, and mobility for all of our residents. Since adopting our Complete Streets policy in 2019, Howard County has more than tripled its annual investments in multimodal projects. This has led to the installation of more than 50 miles of sidewalks, bike lanes, pathways, and trails. Another critical threat to an expanded workforce is the availability of child care programs. While nearly 20,000 children under the age of 5 live in Howard County, there are only approximately 10,000 child care spots available for our families. Due to this lack of available child care, too many families are left scrambling to find safe and affordable care. To help combat the shortage last year, we reopened the Children's Learning Center at HCC, adding 5 early Head Start classrooms to our network. In addition, our Department of Recreation and Parks is actively working on ways to expand its before and after care programs at 23 of Howard County Public School System's elementary schools. As we work to hire more child care professionals for recreation and parks care program, we ask that anyone who knows of any child care professionals that are seeking work or people interested in becoming one, please email rlcchildcare@howardcountymd.gov. It's small steps like these that will help ease the stress and anxiety of our federal employees being called back to the office. Furthermore, we know that we must begin building a workforce from a young age, which is what makes programs like our Summer Youth Employment Program so vital. When I first took office, this 6-week paid internship program served 11 of our young people. Last summer, we proudly served 225 young people through this same program, offering them a chance to gain meaningful, hands-on experience to prepare them for future employment opportunities. To further help our young people access creative outlets following the COVID-19 pandemic, we launched our Youth Engagement Programming, or YEP grants, in 2023. To date, we have invested more than $1.5 million into this program, supporting the creation of nearly 40 programs outside of traditional school hours for young people and ensuring more than 10,000 of our youth can thrive, explore their passions, and prepare for a successful future. Like this empowering program, it's important for us to provide meaningful opportunities for our young people, especially during these formative years, to help steer them away from negative influences. A major threat to our overall quality of life is ensuring our young people are not only safe, but feel safe. Howard County is known across the nation as home to one of the safest cities in America. And this is not by accident. In 2022, we launched Howard County Police Department's crime reduction teams, which also directly engage our communities and break down barriers that sometimes arise with police. These teams have grown to focus on gun violations and associated criminal activities, particularly for repeat offenders, having a real impact on local communities. Throughout their investigations, these collaborative teams continuously share valuable investigative information to aid internal and external partners in furthering cases. Through our police department's Community Outreach Pathways section, or COPS, officers focus on building strong partnerships with local businesses and residents, particularly in Columbia, to address emerging crime and safety concerns and resolve issues before they become larger problems. Whereas patrol officers respond to calls throughout the county, COPS officers focus on neighborhood crimes that routinely affect residents' sense of safety. In addition to our police department's crime reduction plan, we're continuously implementing new programs, including a new partnership between the police department and the Division of Parole and Probation, in which our police officers will accompany parole and probation officers on some home visits. During the last several years, we have seen crime rates decline in Howard County. We know in a county of more than 330,000 people, there will never be zero crime. And we also know that every crime is one too many. Even though Howard County has roughly 23 crimes per 1,000 residents, which is statistically very low, each and every resident who has been a victim of crime suffers. These improvements are a direct result of strategic investments, proactive policies, and strong community partnerships to tackle threats before they become crises. People now want to be members of our police department. In fact, we recently graduated the largest police academy class in nearly 30 years. And during my time as Howard County Executive, we have added 24 new patrol positions in the police department, marking the largest increase in sworn personnel in approximately 15 years. Additionally, our Department of Fire and Rescue Services has also expanded its employee base, ensuring that departmental needs are met with those national standards. This is in addition to the construction of new fire stations, including Waterloo Station in Jessup and future stations in North Columbia and Turf Valley. Across our country, many communities face a monumental threat of the housing crisis. Tenants have experienced double-digit increases in their rents, while prospective home buyers regularly face competing offers when trying to purchase their home. At the same time, cybersecurity and national defense concerns are increasingly shaping the housing market, whether through cyber threats, targeting mortgage lenders and critical infrastructure, foreign investment, driving up prices, or military housing shortages affecting service members, their families, or veterans. Ensuring safe, affordable housing is not just an economic issue, but a matter of national security. In Maryland and in Howard County, we are not immune to these threats, and too often our families are struggling to make ends meet, including our older adults living on fixed incomes who want to age in place, and professionals who want to live where they work. Howard County is a place where people want to move to launch entrepreneurial endeavors, raise their families, age gracefully, and have a shorter commute. And that's why I launched Howard County's first housing master plan in over a decade shortly taking office. I wanted leading experts, advocates, and residents to work together to identify shortages in our housing pipeline and develop effective strategies that can address these shortages. Since the plan was adopted in 2021, we have worked relentlessly to expand Howard County's affordable housing stock. We've invested nearly $24 million in the past 6 years to create and preserve approximately 500 units across multiple affordability price points. Through partnership and collaboration, we are ensuring our residents can thrive through the threat of housing shortages and skyrocketing prices. Howard County is also known as the place where innovation thrives and opportunity abounds. Within the heart of Howard County is our Columbia Gateway Innovation District. This district stands as a premier business center that attracts technology, cyber, biotech, and higher education, defense contractors and entrepreneurs, people and businesses just like yours. Just last month, we revealed our pioneering vision for this district, utilizing the district's existing strengths and Columbia's history for fostering connectivity. This master plan transforms this traditional 1,000-acre business park into a dynamic mixed-use environment that encourages collaboration, innovation, and creative thinking. To further bolster our efforts in this district, we recently established Howard County's very first enterprise zone, a groundbreaking initiative in partnership with the Maryland Department of Commerce. This designation will offer targeted incentives, including tax credits on real property and income taxes that empower businesses to grow, create jobs, and invest in our community. This area will become a hub of opportunity. This area will become an epicenter of economic growth, helping businesses reimagine underutilized spaces, attract public and private investment, and this area will become an exemplar in the creation of sustainable employment opportunities. Together, we will navigate these uncharted waters and emerge stronger. Together, we are not just facing threats, we are overcoming them. With resilience, innovation, and compassion, we will continue to thrive. Let's lead with love, show compassion for our neighbors, and build a brighter future for all. Thank you.